has means Steve Jennings was sentenced in U.S. District Court to 3 months in prison and 3 years of supervised probation for using his property in Jefferson County to breed, fight, and sell pit bulls. That amount of time might not sound like much, but Sheriff Pete Doherty says if this case had gone through the West Virginia state courts instead, he may have gotten no jail time. The man who led a dogfighting ring at this Kearneysville home has been sentenced to jail. A U.S. District Court judge ordered Steve Jennings to serve 3 months in prison. Last June, investigators found 14 dogs on his property with scars from the fights. Steve Jennings was arrested and 21 dogs were seized from his property behind me last June, but neighbors say the dogfighting had already been going on for several years.
It has gone on at least 10 years. We could hear them in our house. We could hear them in the basement. There was no way to escape the noise.
This next-door neighbor says after many calls to the authorities, she gave up, thinking nothing would be done. By the time the dogs were seized, it was already too late for about half of them to survive.
A number of the dogs that he had passed away after they were seized, even though they were put into good care and treatment.
So, does a 3-month jail term give those dogs justice?
I just don't think he got enough. I think they just slapped his hand and said, honey, you'll spend 2 or 3 days in the jail and then you'll get out, you know, like you would a child, punishing a child. And I just don't think he did for 21 dogs' lives.
Sheriff Pete Doherty says the case began at the state level, but went on to federal courts. If it did not, he says Jennings may have gotten away with no jail time. Since last summer, West Virginia lawmakers passed a bill that toughens penalties related to dogfighting and increases fines and possible time behind bars.
I think will give us in law enforcement a better opportunity to take care of animals who have really been badly abused.
Now, this actually wasn't the first time that Jennings was convicted on dogfighting charges. In 1999, he was found guilty in Baltimore County, Maryland, and in that case, he was also given a 3-month jail sentence. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Nick Munson, WHAG News.